me.
Today, we are going to learn about facts. Do you know what a fact is?
What?
It's something that's true. So when we learn a fact, we know that it's true. And in our nonfiction books, facts come as fast and furious like raindrops in a thunderstorm. So they come really fast. There's lots of facts when we read a book. So our books tell us lots of true things. It's important to make sure we are keeping track of all we learn when we read. So one way we can do that is to stop often in our reading and gather up what we know. I'm going to read part of the book, and I'm going to show you how I learn my facts. I'm going to stop and say back what I read. Sometimes I'll read it in my own words, and sometimes I'll say exactly what they say. Okay? So I'm going to start. We're going to read bears. So it's going to be a book all about bears, and our facts are going to tell us things about bears. So this first page says, there are some things about bears that might surprise you. 8 species of bear roam the world today. They are found on 4 continents, but each species looks and acts a little different from the others. Let's meet the bears. Okay, so I'm going to think about the facts that I learned on that page. Do you know what I learned on this page?
What?
There's 8 different kinds of bears. They live on 4 continents, and they may act and look different. Okay?
Okay.
So those are the facts I learned from this page. Now I'm going to continue reading, and we're going to see if you can come up with some facts, okay? So you're going to tell me some things you learned about bears, okay? Okay. What kind of bear do you picture when you think about bears? Maybe you think about polar bears? These snowy white bears live in the freezing Arctic. They are the biggest bears in the world. So what did we learn on this page about polar bears?
Yeah, big.
Yeah, they're the biggest bears in the world.
What is that bear?
Yep, so this one, the polar bears are the biggest. All right, let's keep reading. You might think of giant pandas.
Mom, what? Pandas look like bears.
Yeah, they do, because they are a bear. You might think of giant pandas, the black and white bears that live in China. They munch on bamboo all day.
Are they really strong?
I don't know, it doesn't say that. But it says that they're black and white and they munch on bamboo. So those are some facts too. All right, maybe you think about black bears or brown bears. These 2 species are common in many places in North America. Some people can look out their window and see a black bear in their yard. Brown bears can be found in the forests of Asia, Europe, and North America. They are the most wide-ranging bears in the world. So there's also black and brown bears. You might be familiar with other kinds of bears. Asiatic black bears are also called moon bears. They have a marking on their chest.
Mom, that one's black and white.
Yeah, it says they have a marking on their chest that looks like a crescent moon. So what did we learn there?
I don't know.
What do they have on their chest? It says they have a mark on their chest that looks like a crescent moon. Yeah?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, let's read about what they eat. It says big appetites.
Those one eats fish.
Ooh, I like how you're using the picture to see that. Let's read to see what it says. Have you ever heard someone say, I'm as hungry as a bear?
Oh,
the person
here, polar bears eating a whale.
Ooh, we'll read and find out if it's a whale, okay?
Okay.
The person must have been pretty hungry because bears can eat a lot. Many types of bears eat anything they can find.
Mom,
Brown bears?
Mom, they can swim and jump right at the bears.
Yeah. Brown bears, black bears, and moon bears are omnivores. They eat grass, insects, fish, berries, garbage, you name it. So you're right, they were eating fish. It says these grizzly bears in Alaska are catching fish. Now here it says Polar bears live in an icy environment where few plants grow, so they mainly eat meat, such as seals and walruses.
And what is that?
But like brown and black bears, a hungry polar bear will eat anything it can find. It says a polar bear drags a seal onto the ice, so it's eating a seal. So what do we learn on this page?
Go over.
What do we learn on this page?
I don't know.
What did we learn? We're talking about what they eat. So what are some facts we learned?
They eat fish.
They eat fish. What about polar bears? Do they eat plants or do they eat other animals?
Other animals.
Yeah. Brown bears, they eat some animals, just like
let's
fish.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Oh, what did that mean?
Oh, baby bears. When bear cubs
that's
are
a
born,
panda.
mother bears have a big job. Newborn bears are helpless and tiny.
What kind of bears are those?
It's a-
Pandas?
Yep, it's a panda. It says they are blind and have almost no hair. So when they come out, they're blind. That means we can't see anything. And they have almost no hair.
Mom,
It says,
why they don't have like they're eating things?
what do you mean?
Like they eat,
Yeah, they eat.
but where are they?
Well, they're not eating in this picture. It's holding its baby bear. It says, mother bears give the cubs everything they need. They keep the cubs
That
warm
has 3 bears in that.
and make sure they are safe and well fed. All right, so it says, so what we learned on this page was that they come out blind, which means they can't see, and that they have barely